So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires.
Perhaps the Republican Party's affinity for comedy can best be summed
This is
up
to the
by
lifeboats,
Donald Trump
and
Let's call him the
this is
curmudgeon-in-chief.
another little
Since
piece.
this episode is now a roast of him, I'll let him be the opening act.
It's wonderful to be here. I will tell you, this is going to be something special. Part of the reason I'm here is that I know how to take a joke.
Thank you for that zinger, Mr. Trump. Now please have a seat in the front row because no roast of you would be complete without this unforgettable classic from Barack Obama. Please have a listen and laugh all over again. And please stick around for our headliner, the lady from Springfield. And
The
don't
lady
forget to
from
tip your waitresses and
Springfield.
bartenders.
I really...
Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac? Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
And now for tonight's headliner. You might know her from the Springfield PTA, or maybe her recent introduction into the Instagram political satire Viral Hall of Fame. Here she is with tongue-in-cheek and jokes that surely flew over many heads wearing red caps. It's the Springfield lady.
I was born in Springfield and I've lived here most of
I
my life. I can't
stopped
believe
this
Haitian immigrants would come.
because this is very serious. The Haitians are a wonderful people. They live on the island of Hispaniola, which they share with Santo Domingo. They're one of the first island nations, colonies of France. They would believe they were, but there was this deal between the New York Bank and France to collect all the money that France told them Haiti owned. They had to pay for slaves, they had to pay for the land, they had to pay for everything. They're still fucking paying. And we hate Haitians here in this country. I don't know why. They're happy. They speak a wonderful, beautiful language of Creole and French. They love them in Montreal. They're mainly great cab drivers and own businesses and restaurants. I never forget crossing the border with my son home from a visit to Newfoundland and Montreal. And I said to my son, I was smuggling in 25 pounds of codfish in a bag on the bus. I said, be careful with the people. I don't want them to look in my bag. They'll steal all Grandma's bacala, salt cod. And anyway, it was us. Maybe one other American, but most of the Haitians were traveling from Montreal to New York to visit their relatives out in East Flatbush. And these border guards up there at, oh Christ, that horrible road at 90 North Way, when they pulled everybody, oh, they were disgusting with them. I never saw anything so ugly. They're northern border guards, so they don't get too many people to be ugly to. Like down south, they can be ugly to anyone who's brown-skinned. Anyway, finally, it was our turn to go up and show our passports. And I had asked Michael to be cool. My son is a very smart and noticeable young man, and he slapped his passport down like you would a trump card. And the guy looked up at him, and he said, "You know, the way you're treating these people are horrible. It makes me sad." I can't quite remember the words because I was like 6 feet back, because, you know, you keep your distance when you're dealing with the border guards. And you had to show your passport. Years ago, all you needed was your driver's license. Thank you, George Bush. Thank you, Homeland Security. Thank you, borders. All these things need to be done away with. Never mind the education department. Open up the world. Nationalism is dead. Anyway, Michael moved on, and I showed my passport, and they didn't look at my fish, and we got home. That's why this thing in Springfield really pissed me off. If you want to read something, even just go wiki what happened to Haiti when they became independent. And they were very early independence country. Anyway, let me find the right spot here. Oops. Here we go.
Here and fill jobs. The local spring.
Okay, here we go.
For many heads wearing red caps, it's the Springfield lady.
I was born in Springfield and I've lived here most of my life. I can't believe these Haitian immigrants would come here and fill jobs the local Springfield residents would not or could not do. And now they've raised the average city wage for both Springfield and Clark County. They're paying income tax to the city that the city desperately needs for services. They're making some of the local losers look bad by their example. It's unbelievable. The Haitian immigrants are working overtime to save up money to buy up all the dilapidated, condemned, and boarded up homes in Springfield, then fixing those houses up to make them livable again. This is raising property values across the city and county to the point where the valuation of all real estate in the city surpassed $1 billion last year for the first time ever. This in turn increases the property taxes paid to Clark County for those homes that are now no longer boarded up nuisances. I can't believe they're helping to fund our government and beautify our neighborhoods. These Haitian immigrants are now spending money in our community to where new restaurants and retail spaces keep opening up across the city. What absolute madness. Now we have new businesses in town generating more tax revenue for our city and county. I have a good paying job with great benefits, but because I have main character syndrome and the entire world should revolve around me, I want the exorbitant benefits that some of these Haitian immigrants get, which is $292 per SNAP, aka food stamps, and $363 in cash per month for a single adult. Everyone knows that $655 per month lets you live like a millionaire in Springfield. I don't need it, but I want it before anyone else, because why should we help folks who have legally come to our country, but they have to wait for their work permit so they don't starve? Feeding the hungry in our community? This is lunacy.
Yeah, this is to the lifeboats, and it is indeed lunacy. Thank you. Thank God no Haitians have been killed, unlike a number of transgender people who died or
check out this prepaid debit card.
Committed suicide. There's a great song by, what's his name, the protest singer. It's on the album 100 Years of Protest Songs. He played with Martin recently, but it's a song about a fellow named Kuchapali, a Sikh, who was murdered out in Denver by some Trump idiot. I think this was even before Trump became president. So I know of at least, I can think of at least 25 direct urged on kooks from Trump's words. The words are horrible, and Trump is horrible. Anyway, I'm going to black. This is To the Lifeboat saying arrivederci, and God bless Haiti, and God damn the Bank of New York, which I believe it's Hanover Trust. I don't know who owns it, but it's horrible what they're doing to that country. And I'm going to black.